Hey, chat, and welcome to day 28, new location, uh, day after Thanksgiving. Okay, quick rundown, 10-second, getting up to speed. I'm the developer and founder behind a productivity app called Compass Calendar. If you click the link in the description, you can see what it's about. I've been live streaming as a kind of fun thing to do. It's sometimes fun, it's sometimes not, until the end of the year. This is day 28, and every day I just try to do the most high impact thing I can to either get more people aware of the app or get them to use the app or to get them to keep using the app. Recently, it's been one or the first or the second thing, which in essence is marketing, as I'm thinking about it. And let me show you the short track record. So I just kind of summarize what we've done every day here. And you can see 15 to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I should put another line here. So we got another week, and this is already almost the end of week 4, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's Friday right now. So it's been like basically almost 2 weeks of marketing for me, which is kind of fun, but I haven't had any hits. So Reddit was a big bet, I guess, because I was hoping it would really help me get a lot more eyeballs and awareness. And actually, to that effect, it's been successful. So a lot of my posts are doing well at attracting people, and I structured them that way so that it optimized for just engagement. I didn't go super niche. I didn't go super hard on the pitch right away. So let's look at one of them, for example. Like this one. Wow. Yeah, this is done. So 85 upvotes, 40,000 views in just 2 days. That's actually kind of insane. I didn't see these numbers until today. I looked at it a couple of days ago, and it was like 8 or something. So that's cool, I guess, but really this is like not the metric I'm tracking. The metric I'm tracking is people go to the landing page. If I can get a steady stream of people going to the landing page every day, every week, every month, then it's kind of like my game to lose. I feel like it's like home court then, because then all I gotta do is make the landing page good, and I feel like that's an easier problem to solve than it is to get people to go there in the first place for free with organic marketing like we've been doing. So yeah, getting the impressions hasn't been the issue. It's been getting them to care. So in this scenario, I'm trying to get them to click here and then click on the landing page from the GitHub. But what I've seen from this, from the 5, 7, however many days it's been on Reddit, is impressions don't equal traffic. At least the way I've been doing it. Maybe it'll go better with more direct pitching. Like tomorrow, there's a threads where on Saturdays everyone can just pitch what they're doing. And actually, I'm gonna write that down now before I forget. Reddit pitch, and that's worth doing, I think. Still, another thing to try is directory sites to get your backlinks and domain authority up. But yeah, what I've basically been trying to do is going for the low-hanging fruit, and the low-hanging fruit is not tasting so sweet, basically. LinkedIn's been good for me, but I haven't reached that next circle of like virality there. So I get like 1 degree out from my network. So we're talking a couple thousand impressions, which is pretty good. But it's not the 11,000 that I would need a month or so to make the math work on profitability. YouTube's a big investment, and I love the platform, and it's like easy for me to want to do that, but Um, what's interesting about YouTube is a couple of videos just crush it, and it's probably 80-20. I don't know. I don't know the exact figures, but basically like 3 videos have outperformed like the other, call it 190 or so videos I've done. And if you're making the 190, um, when you're making the 190 first, it's kind of like when you want a big win, it's hard to, I don't know how to say this. I guess I haven't had a big win on YouTube in a while, and so it's a little discouraging to think about about still going with YouTube. Um, I still am. I still will. Don't get me wrong, but basically, I'm having some doubts. I'm having some doubts about the short term, not the long term. The short term, what I'm talking about is like this challenge, and the challenge is like how I've structured it, how I've talked about it. It's kind of like we're getting profitable. Like it's about us. It's about the Compass Calendar team. It's about me. It's about my goal. And I'm just kind of getting sick of that. I'm sick of making it like about me so much. Like when I started this challenge idea, the idea was like, what do I have to work with? What do I have going for me? And I have an ambitious goal with an impending timeline, with high stakes since I quit my job, so I'm doing this full time now. I have the ability to make videos and crank them out quick. I have an open source app, so I can show the code on here. So it kind of made sense on paper. But yeah, I'm just kind of sick about always talking about whether we're getting closer to the bottom line. And I want to just, I don't know, man, I want to help people. And I want more than I want to like win a challenge or complete a challenge. I want a constant steady flow of emails like saying, thank you for making this app, or I'm such a big fan, or this app's amazing. It really changed my life. And I'm getting like a couple nice emails here and there, but not the level that I know I can provide. So I'm just hungry to get to that point. So let me at least talk about one thing, which is I'm not stopping, but I'm trying to also share like the ups and downs here. I don't want to just like put on, hype myself up and like be all chipper every day and feel like there's this fake optimism here. It's been 28 days straight on this challenge, and basically everything I've tried has been flat or like a single. And I was shooting for triples, third base, home runs. So looking at this, I've done a good amount. 2 features, launched on Product Hunt, created a little mini app, another feature, updated the onboarding, 2 lead magnets, and a lot of outreach. But there's not a ton to show for it. I'm not going to go through the analytics. I will eventually, but just because it's hard to pull it up without showing other information, like about like personal data. But just know like that numbers aren't what I want them to be. So it might just be, I'm hoping it's just a matter of time, matter of running experiments. These are all just little mini experiments. The good thing is I've been keeping them short. The Reddit one's been a little too, I might have overinvested there looking at it now, but not by too much, especially since like I was getting better at it, and 40K impressions is nothing to ignore. So, yeah, let me try to get a little more concrete. So you can see in my tabs here, I was thinking of infographics. Infographics on LinkedIn specifically, because those can crush, and I haven't made one yet. And I think it could work well as a standalone LinkedIn post. I think it could work well as an email. So if someone signs up for the app, I could encourage them to opt into like an educational kind of sequence where I'm showing these diagrams. It also fits in well to the end of the year now. So this is actually a big opportunity I have coming up when all of a sudden everyone in the world cares about goals and productivity. It actually will happen. We were looking at this in Google Trends last week and confirmed that it'll happen right after Christmas ends. That little period between Christmas and New Year's, when people have some room and they've had their family time and gifts and everything, and they have some time to think about the new year, then they're all going to be searching about, how do I do better habits? How do I save more money? How do I get a better job? How do I lose weight? How do I start bullet journaling? Which is where a lot of my initial traffic came from. How do I create a productivity system? And to have something ready to go there is huge. So I have been planning for that, and I've had 2 good videos around this time frame that kind of captured that momentum, and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it even better this time. It's going to be an even better video. So I'm starting to think about the material I have to offer and how to stand out and how to package it. So that's what I was doing today, and I do want to actually show you something a little more tangible than just kind of having my swan song here. So let me show you LinkedIn infographics in general, what I've been seeing, and then show you kind of the building blocks of what I'm putting together to have an offer for all the people who are going to be looking for it. This is what I mean by infographics: just visual text, points. It's almost like having like a visual blog, or where it's just the headlines or ideas or something you can scan. Here we go. This one's nice here. It's so inviting. You can really use your brand colors well here. People love to full screen it or like use it on their phone, of course, if it's vertical. These crush. I wish I had the phone numbers, but like this guy, he's the infographic guy, 400,000 impressions. I don't think his stuff is crazy elaborate. I was going to watch this, have him walk through. Here we go. Like, it makes things simple. Those are my favorite ones, where it like takes a whole industry or practice, and it's like, here's the 101. Like, you don't have to take a course on it. Just skim this and you kind of know the buzzwords at least. Let's look at some other ones. This one's cool. This is a template, actually. Canva template. Okay, yeah, I like how it's listing in different formats here. We got a comparison, pie chart, 2-column, layers. I've seen, pyramids, things like this are big. Before and afters. I know I have one over here. Hold on, let me pull up a good graphic. Here we go. This one is just about the anatomy of a good LinkedIn post in general. So not necessarily infographic, but notice how it is formatted as an infographic. So if all this content were in a post, it'd be kind of like a lot, but just visually, this makes it feel really approachable, and you can skim it really well. I'm not even gonna read all the words. I would just read the orange text here probably. It's a beautiful format. I'm a very visual guy. I feel like I can make this work together, like do it in a good job, follow our brand guide. So this is the new experiment. And so now it's just a matter of, what do I put in here and how do I do it? So I'm going with Figma to start. And this is what I got. It's bare bones, and you just see kind of where my head's at. So I have a lot of thoughts on productivity and how to work and um, what is a productivity system. Like from first principles, I've thought about this a lot. I've made a lot of videos on this, and I have a different take than most people do. If I were to summarize it, my take is that what everyone else is calling productivity in the mainstream is really just pleasure, and true productivity is helping other people. And so the only test that matters is like whether you're helping people, and if whatever you're doing won't help someone once it's done, because it never will be done, or because you never actually tend to give it to people, then you're not being productive. You're just engaging in pleasure, and that's not bad, but it's very different than what most people would say. Anyway, there's a lot of layers underneath that, and I've been trying to structure out like how do I make this a little tangible without going too crazy. Like I don't want an infographic with everything in 5-point font that no one even cares about. So I'm trying to break it down and get a quick experiment out there really quickly. So I picked one small point about it. I went through my presentation from earlier this year, and this is like a 50 slide presentation, and then one part of it, which is let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slides. I'm taking these 6 slides, ideas from these 6 slides about notes, how notes fit in a productivity system, what makes a good note, how to use notes to get things out of your head and move it towards tasks, the different styles of notes. Like there's a difference between capturing information and like processing it or connecting dots, right? It's simple. It's nothing crazy, but I think it is helpful. And my pitch is that as people are thinking about how do I get more done next year, how do I kind of keep my life under control and move forward with my goals, notes will be a part of it, as will tasks and events and a lot of other little things. So I'm thinking of just cranking out this small infographic about notes specifically, and if it goes well, I got 47 other slides I can take from, and I can do a whole series on this, and these could turn into part of the newsletter. They could turn into the YouTube video, could turn into a standalone blog. I could host that on the Compass Calendar for SEO. So it could be really great, or it could be another flop. I don't know. So that's why I want to get it out there quick, not go too crazy. And I'm doing this kind of as a side quest, because what I do need to do before Monday is post on some of those directory sites, those listing sites, and just get that done, get that out there. But I was feeling like I needed something to do creatively, and so this is where that led me. And so I did change things around and budget a little differently just to keep going, keep the vibes high, and probably in an hour or two I'll shift back to just the nitty gritty posting on directory sites things. So what's the takeaway here? The takeaway we started in the beginning was that I've done a lot of experiments. None of them crushed it, unfortunately. I have a new idea for a new experiment. I'm optimistic still on this one. I think it's cool. I love visuals. I love simplifying. I know other people love visuals and love simplifying. So it's just a matter of execution, I guess. How quickly can I make a good infographic and make it get some eyeballs? And once it does get some eyeballs, will it, unlike the Reddit posts, actually convert to traffic? That's the first part. If the answer is yes, that's great. Then I know, okay, just crank out some infographics and then keep that traffic going, and then focus on the problem of, okay, when they're going to the landing page, is a good chunk of them converting to using the app? That's the second problem. And then the problem after that will be like, are they consistently using the app? And my teammate Victor is basically working on that. And then the last part will be, are they using enough and getting enough out of it to pay for it long term and to not churn? And I'm not even there yet. I can't wait till that's the problem in front of me. But the problem in front of me now is basically traffic awareness, and just sending them to the page and letting them know that we got an app for you. So yeah, I'm gonna keep chipping away at this. Then I'm gonna transition to the meat and potatoes, blocking and tackling, and then I'll see you guys here tomorrow. Thanks for watching. See you next time.